Long tail. What in the world is the business model called long tail? It was first described in 2004, and from that point forward, actually now it's become a huge part of the mainstream as you go through. You'll see many companies as we go through using this, and really, if you look from a data perspective, this is by far one of the most powerful business models that's out there. Let's go ahead and examine this as you go through. It's a business strategy. It really focuses on getting profits from low volumes of hard to find items to many customers. That being said, you would think that all over the place, we have Amazon, we have giant box stores and everything else. How can you as an entrepreneur make money by having low volume items? We're going to go through and dive into this topic because this is crucial for an awful lot of startups as you go through, have something unique and unusual. 2004, Chris Anderson was the first one that really coined the phrase as you go through called long tail based upon the data that's out there. But it really what it focuses on, that it changes the aspect of what your market is. You have to have really solid delivery channels to your customers for this to be effective, and also a lot of distribution as you go through. That being said, it sounds like a perfect setup for Amazon as you go through. Long tail also refers to a type of liability. So if you're in the insurance business, please, this is not for you. This is a different topic as you go. They have what they call the long tail in the insurance business. It's a different topic altogether. Anyhow, for us, long tail is for less popular goods that are in lower demand. It's not something you rush out and you buy today all the time, or you use it on a daily basis. It's something that's unique as you go through. Let's say, for instance, you happen to live in a place with a lot of wealth called Orange County, California, and you don't want to get cabinets from Home Depot. You want to have custom cabinets. If you went to Home Depot, you might have remodel your kitchen with cabinets and it costs you $22,000. But no, you have lots of money. You want to focus in on that super unique item. You want custom built cabinets as you go out there, and you want to have them fit exactly right. And you want to choose the wood. You want to choose the finish that's on top of it. You want everything done, and you're willing to pay whatever it takes to get what you want to get. You may end up spending $55,000 to $65,000 to cabinets in the same area because you want to get what you want. Low volume, high profit as you go through. You deliver those gorgeous cabinets to that customer. They have the money to pay out for it. You get a lot of money in the process. They get exactly what they want instead of something that is off the shelf. It's custom made to fit them. That's an example of that as well. So we'll talk about a lot more examples of this as you go through. There's a large number of online marketplaces that alleviates the competition for shelf space. If you're going to enter the market, you need to have a place to sell your product as you go through, or sell your service. If you go into a marketplace, you have to compete against giant different companies that are fighting for that space. They're actually providing massive discounts to the grocery store to sell their goods on their shelf space as you go through. It's hard to fight against that, but online is just digital air as you go through. So that being said, you're over there, you just click, 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 you put your stuff out over there. A warehouse houses your goods on market. So just click and it shows up on the doorstep the next day. You too can have access to customers across the world by having a digital link up to sitting down to a warehouse like an Amazon warehouse, and also sell your goods and products almost as fast as they would if the customer walked into a store, and they don't have to leave their house and go click on their phone and boom, your product shows up and you make money as you go through. Look at the different variety though in the world over here. Here's soups. Talk about getting into hot water, so to speak. Somebody's into soup. So here you are with soup, and you're seeing it. Look at all the different varieties. We don't want the same old thing. We want some new stuff as you go through. We want to sit down and have the kind of soup that we want and the way we want it. We're looking now for more upscale items. We're looking for things that are unique, things that we really, truly care about as you go through. Long tail, the demand for less popular good rivals the demand for mainstream goods. People are looking for the thing that they want, something that's unique to them as you go through. Custom goods are right on the rise right now because we want what we want when we want it as you go through. Mainstream products, they achieve hits by leading distribution channels and shelf space, but they have a lot of high initial costs because they're paying premium dollars for shelf space in stores that is convenient for the customer, and it really drags down their profitability. Long tail goods, they're in the market for over long periods of time, and they're still sold through off-market channels. Now, the channels have to be good, but sometimes you don't walk into a Kroger store and see your product sitting on a shelf there. It's going to be sitting on a shelf in a warehouse store, ready available on a phone with one business day, depending where you have it listed at. Long tail distribution, the period of time when less common products can return a good profit with reduced marketing and distribution costs. It's a lot cheaper to sit down there and have your goods housed someplace else. You pay a small premium for that compared to the high premium you're going to pay in the high volume box stores as you go. Overall, long tail occurs when sales are made for goods not commonly sold. The thing that the customer is looking for, and they're hunting for your product or something just like that. It really is a statistical property as you go through. If you go through, look at a distribution curve, we're used to seeing a bell-shaped distribution curve that goes through and out as you go through with the 4 general quadrants as you go through the early adopters, the early majority, the late majority, and the laggards. Typically, that's how I would describe as you go through. But if you look at this quote from the data scientist over here, John Ojo, a long tail distribution where a person, they'd probably be antisocial and erratic, the Incredible Hulk. You're looking for something unique, something that's not common, something that's out there and powerful as you go through. Data-wise, the long tail model, if you're a data scientist, is more powerful than a normal distribution because of the fact that people, they want the demand and they want exactly what they want. Here's how it is from a graphic perspective. Instead of having a typical thing where people are always looking for the stuff on an even basis, they're not. The influencers, they want to have the thing that really appeases them as you go through. Low volume goods or services, solid channels for connection to customers. It's not a bell-shaped distribution curve. It's more powerful than a bell-shaped curve distribution. We'll have more to come about the long tail. This is just what is it? Take care.